I would like the reader to know that I do not claim any of the following events to be true. In all honesty, this is a collection of events I remember my cousin relaying to me. We couldn't have been more than 12 at the time, and my cousin was quite well known for creating morbid, spectacular tales. I doubt my cousin remembers this story at all. I should start by explaining the layout of my cousin Erin's room. When you walk in, there's a large sliding door closet to the right. Then, at the back wall, there's her desk, which she used for miscellaneous tasks. Homework, a resting spot for her laptop, makeup application, normal 12-year-old girl activities. She had a cabinet that housed her television on the wall next to the door. Erin also had a bunk bed, which is in the corner opposite of the door. The bottom half of the bunk bed is a couch, and where she typically sleeps. The room, as a whole, is not very large, and the floor is entirely covered in clothing and rat cage bedding. At the time, she owned several rats. I would also like to make note of my cousin's friend, Crystal. She disliked or had some severe allergy to a whole slew of foods and chemicals. I don't remember her very much, though I remember not liking her myself. But she was my cousin's best friend for some years. Now, I can explain the events which took place over several weeks. The first night, Erin fell asleep on the lower level of her bunk bed per usual. She woke up a little after 3 a.m. to see a figure on her floor. She was confused and deathly afraid, to the point where she refused to move, to even breathe enough to make her chest rise. She studied the figure, noticing what seemed to be a woman with black hair, blackened eye sockets, and skin as pale as sea foam, and so gaunt her bones could be seen through her skin. She was on her hands and knees, perfectly still, in every way describable as corpse-like. It continued on like this for several days. During this time, my cousin switched to sleeping on her top bunk, adding a layer of protection between her and the monster. Some nights it would return at 1, others 4, but always gone by 5. She watched it crawl in and out each night, not wanting to draw attention to herself, always staying deathly still, to the point where she dare not breathe enough to make her chest rise. At some point, she began to have startling dreams. Many simply consisted of the atrocity in various locations. Only in one particular stands out in my memory today. Erin's best friend Crystal does not carry red apples in her home. This is a fact that stands true to this day. In my cousin's dream, there was a red apple in the middle of Crystal's hallway. When she woke up, Erin had received a text from Crystal. "Why is there an apple in my hallway?" Along with a picture of a red apple in her hallway. This threw my cousin over the edge. This thing could touch things if it wished. After a few more weeks, things calmed down, and as I said earlier, I haven't heard anything since.